my leg come here today for Easter trio, make I see tell una wetin dey go on top of Nigeria matter for politics where they go on where our president Peter Obi
recognize the former vice president of Nigeria and my leader, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. All other protocols duly. Mine is a very simple one. Let me start by thanking the organization for inviting me. As you know, I'm one of those strongest beneficiaries of the judiciary. For my strong legal team, for the work of my small level team led by Dr. Onyechi Bazu, SAN, and led OJ Nadi, SAN, I wouldn't be standing here. You know that from my election petition to my impeachment to my tenure interpretation. And again, whenever people talk about corruption in the legal or in the judiciary, and one who takes exception, in all this journey, I did not give anybody 1 naira. So for me, I remain eternally grateful to you for what you did for me to be here and everything. Our topic today is democratic transition in the 21st century Nigeria, 2023 and beyond. I think it's for great people like you or people like Chimamanda I invited, but for me as a trader, I'll try to contribute in my own little way, the way I think we should go. For me, democracy have a simple description. Government of the people, by the people, for the people. That means everything about democracy is the people. And transition means changing from one thing to the other. And for me, Nigeria needs urgent transition from being a highly insecure country to a secure country, from a disunited country to a united country, from corruption to a transparent country, from a country of lawlessness to a country of law and order. But in all this, it is important that we look at where we are today for people to understand the gravity of the journey we are going to take if we are going to transit. Where are we today? Nigeria has qualified to be a failed state. We have met the 2 or 3 biggest characteristics of a failed state. Number one is when you're no longer in charge of your territory. Today, we are among the top terrorized countries of the world. We are among the top kidnapping countries of the world. Banditry, criminality, bandits have taken over some parts of this country. Nigerians are being killed daily. All sorts of criminality is going on daily. Even our most important source of foreign exchange revenue, oil, is today 80% stolen. That shows how bad it is. We are the only country, apart from Venezuela, who we know is their own is because of sanctions, that is not meeting up its OPEC quota. Every other country is begging for increase, but Nigeria is not meeting up its own. And you wouldn't believe the quantity that is missing. In July alone, our total average, our quota is 1.8 million. In July, our total average was 1,083,000 barrels a day. That means that in July, we lost 707,000 barrels per day. If you multiply that by 31 days, it will give you 22,227,000 barrels of oil that we lost. This is a country that needs dollar. If you sell it, if you sell that oil, if you sell the quantity we lost, this is July alone. If you sell it at the average price of $110, it will give you $2,450,000,000, which at our rate of exchange of 550, you lost. If you use 550, because I used an average of 550, you've lost 1,344,700,000,000 naira. That is your country. That's what you lost in 1 month because of stealing. It is important that we know this. Number two item to show that we are failed state is that you are no longer in control of your economy. Your economy today, we have an economy where we have over 100 million people living in poverty. Your unemployment is one of the worst in the world because you have a combined unemployment of 50%, unemployment and unemployment. Out of 200 million Nigerians, 60% is supposed to be working. So you're supposed to have 120 million Nigerians working, but today Nigerians that are working are under 50 million. So 70-something million of Nigerians are not working, they are not productive. When you compare this to your productivity, you will see how low it is. But what is even worse, we're in a physical mess, total physical mess. Because of all this, between January this year and April, the total revenue of federal government of Nigeria is 1,630,000,000,000 naira. Their expenditure is 4,720,000,000,000. If you minus this, we have a deficit of 3,100,000,000,000. That shows almost 20% to almost 200% is the deficit. And this is the crisis you face. How did we come here? It's a cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years. Because it's 10%, I'll stop here, I would have talked about power. How did we come here? What are we going to do very quickly to come out of this? Very quickly, you need to have a visionary, articulated, competent leadership to start turning around this. So next year, the time is up. I'll take it that next year, the election you're going to have next year will not be about, remember, it is not about tribe, no religion, not connection, not entitlement. It must be election about character, competence, capacity, and commitment to deliver.